In states around the country over roughly the last year, although some were doing it earlier, there have been these right-wing attempts to elevate the supposed things that trans athlete students are getting away with as like a cause of national concern. And usually the way that it comes about, including in places like Texas, is just we're gonna literally pass legislation to ban them from participating in certain activities, especially sporting events. Utah is taking a slightly different tactic with it. So Utah Republicans want to form a quote commission to determine student athlete eligibility on a case-by-case basis. But wait until you find out how they're gonna do this. So they're gonna create this thing with medical professionals, representatives of athletic associations, and school coaches, with the members being appointed by the president of Utah's Senate, the Speaker of the House, and the governor, who, what do you know, all of whom are currently Republicans. Oh, by the way, they already have a body to review the process of eligibility for transgender student athletes, but that's under like the education system. They want Republican politicians to directly be choosing who's gonna do that. And here is how they would do it. They're gonna have the authority to quote, establish a baseline range for various specific physical attributes, including height, weight, body mass, wingspan, hip to knee ratio, and other physical characteristics affected by puberty. Also oxygen saturation, flexibility, bone density, stride. Jordan, they're going to be putting people through like the Hunger Games examinations to very specifically decide exactly what characteristic we're going to allow. And these Republicans who are so worried about people doing creepy things with kids think that a group of people being chosen by Republican politicians should be able to evaluate all of this stuff on a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, it's unbelievably creepy. I was surprised like calipers didn't make the list. Like this is we're just calipers. Like it's unbelievably creepy. The politics that Republicans have found so useful over the past few decades have just been otherizing and demonizing marginalized groups of people. And sadly, it's been really effective. Like this is just their new target. I mean, for a while it was gay people. It's always been people of color and immigrants. And now they've got a new group to demonize, and it's trans kids. So yeah, what you pointed out is perfectly right. They're, to some point, even believing in conspiracy theories out of this perceived like protection of kids, when like in regards to like human trafficking and the QAnon and Pizzagate conspiracy theories. But like, how is this much different than just terrorizing children? This is really, really invasive and creepy.
Yeah. And by the way, in Utah, the Republican governor has indicated he seems to get that. Last year, they tried to just do what other states have done, just ban all trans athletes from participating. And Republican Governor Spencer Cox threatened to veto it. A Republican governor, he said, if you have not spent time with transgender youth, then I would encourage you to pause on this issue. We have so many people who are in a very difficult spot right now, and we have very few, if any, transgender girls participating in sports. These kids they're just trying to stay alive. There is a reason none of them are playing sports, and so I just think there's a better way. And I hope that there will be enough grace in our state to find a better solution. Well, we're gonna have to see, is this the better way? Does this have 1 ounce more grace than an outright ban? I would argue it's fairly graceless even by comparison. So hopefully Republican Governor Spencer Cox, who would have vetoed the other one, will do the same for this, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's just unbelievably disconcerting.
Yeah, and to do it for just like purely politically pragmatic reasons to whip up their base is just Jesus. So little changes. Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.